Hello, welcome to another episode of Somewhere Between a Film and TV podcast. We are your hosts. I am Daniel Para.
And I'm Erwin Trejo.
And guess what, Erwin?
I'm not going to guess.
Okay, we're talking about everybody's favorite billionaire, mentally unstable man today, Jeff Bezos.
Wait, was that the
no,
joke?
Actually, no.
Okay, good. All right.
What we're actually doing is the Batman ranked in terms of movies. And
what else do we talk about?
What else would we talk about?
I'm sorry. It's like, what else do we talk about?
With what?
I mean, this podcast is about movies and like TV shows. Like, I don't know.
Yes, but we don't talk about Batman every week.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I mention it in every single podcast. Guys, that's a little Easter egg. Just let me tweet us down below.
What?
About,
what do you want them to tweet you?
About every Easter egg that I have said about Batman in every other podcast.
Yeah, Erwin has secretly been laying down the foundation of referencing Batman in every single one of our reviews. He's challenging you to currently go through every single one and see how many times he does it per episode. You'll be surprised.
I just somehow get the audio files, Daniel, and then like I just edit and just put in this audio as the Batman. That's all. Like just like 2 seconds.
You steal my editing and you just put like Erwin saying the Batman over and over.
May 4th.
This is basically like the Riddler trophies in the games,
but
just like a lot worse. Although I don't really love, I would always 99% those because of the Riddler trophies. I'd never get 100. So I didn't get the real ending of Arkham Knight, I think it was.
What's the real ending?
I think it's just like, from my memory, Batman dies at the end of that. And then there's like a post-credit scene where there's someone walking around and you see the shadow of Batman. And it ends there pretty much. But, Erwin, who's your favorite orphan? We're doing like a tier list of orphans. Who's top of it?
Shazam.
Yeah, he's a good one. Orphan Annie. But I feel bad for her.
The nanny?
No, Orphan Annie.
Orphan Annie.
Yeah.
Who's Annie?
She's you remember the I only know this from A Christmas Story, like the Ovaltine commercials?
Like the
Orphan Annie says, "Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine."
No, I don't.
Really?
I remember Moon Sand. Moon Sand.
Oh my god, like the I thought you were talking about the moon shoes, but that too.
Moon shoes.
Yeah, basically they were like really tall platforms and you would jump on them and they made you jump high or something, like, up to the moon.
I don't believe it.
And
I would
the
die.
Moon sand was real sand from the moon. Yeah. Everyone's like, I'd choke. There's no gravity up there.
How do you expect me to jump all the way to the moon without an astronaut suit?
You writing an email to the creator of the moon shoes. How do you expect me to be able to live through this? I would not live through this.
It's like,
but guys, what?
I was gonna say, it's like they want me to die.
Maybe they do. You ever think about that?
Goosebumps.
Oh, they're coming back. Did you see that?
Ew.
I love Goosebumps. Whenever you're excited,
Whatever.
But
yeah, I mean that's what happens when you're excited. You look forward to it.
Travis Scott's Goosebumps plays.
It's
if
late.
You've never.
That's wrong song, but
He does that in like all of them. What are you talking about?
Nice.
And it's like Kid Cudi humming. It's like in every single one.
He's not really a kid. Kid Cudi, aka not a kid.
Erwin walks up to you, be like, "Dude, you look like you're like at least 30."
I just go up to random people. Hey, your name's not really David. It's Dave. Who's Dave in Busters, and what did he bust?
A nut.
A what?
And Dave.
No, he's Dave. You can't bust yourself.
Are Dave and no, like Dave busted a nut and Buster. These are like two people.
No, it's one person, Dave, and then bust. And what did he bust?
Buster. Here, Erwin. If you guys have never listened to us before,
I have.
number one, thank you so much for listening. You're the co-host.
Oh yeah, makes sense. It's like I'm there, guys.
Number two, imagine you just got out of a theater with your friends, or you just got finished watching a TV show. You'll want to talk about that movie or TV show with your friends, and you'll get a little bit off topic or extremely off topic.
Wait,
but
but what if like your other friends haven't seen the show or movie? What do I do then?
You mean like how you lied to me about watching Moonfall?
Okay, Daniel, it's been 5 months, bro. You need to get over it.
It's been like 2 days. 3 days. So, Erwin, I want to ask you something.
Did I watch any of the Batman movies? No.
No, I know you have.
Oh, okay. You don't have to raise your voice at me like that, but okay.
So, we're doing this basically like how we did our Spider-Man one, and we're doing, least favorite to favorite. And what do you think of Batman as a character overall?
I think he's real. I've never been to Gotham or anything, but I mean, I'm glad that none of that destruction like comes like it's in my way or your way or the highway, but I think he's a pretty cool guy. I met him actually. Actually, did you know that him and I have never been in the same room, Batman and I? Coincidence?
Oh,
I think not.
Erwin's like, okay, look, there's a lot of crime in Gotham, but I could stop it. Couldn't be me.
I have all the power to stop it, but I won't.
What Bane did to that one football game in 2012, I would have stopped that
easily. But it wasn't me, guys. Don't worry.
I want to ask you, what's your number 13 on your Batman ranked list? And then I'll give my thoughts on what I think of Batman.
Oh, for a second I was just like, "There's 13," and I was looking at my list right now, and I was just like, "What?" Yes, my 13 is Batman and Robin.
Okay.
Why'd you say okay? What's your 13?
Why? Batman Forever, but I want to get into that in a second. You go ahead. Explain your reasoning.
It's because I love all the other characters. Arnold. Poison Ivy. Was there a Catwoman in this one?
No, you're thinking of Poison Ivy.
Oh, Poison Ivy, yes.
Yeah.
There's a Batgirl in this one.
Yeah, Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
She's a little clueless.
Alicia Silverstone, a.k.a. Not a Stone. There's also a Robin, not a bird, just like an actual person. Has cool one-liners. I love good puns. What else? It's the reason why I bought so many Batman toys as a kid. Because of the way it was marketing.
So Batman as a character for me, we were talking about how much.
Wait. I didn't ask you, Daniel. What does Batman mean to you?
Okay. Erwin, what Batman means to me is
wait. Daniel, what does Spider-Man mean to you?
Dude, we already went over this in the
Okay. All right, you don't have to be like that. Continue.
Okay. Yeah. All right. But Batman growing up for me, in terms of Marvel, if you were to,
we're talking about DC, Daniel. Batman's in DC. I don't know why you mention Marvel like that, dude. Sometimes these fake fans.
In terms, okay, wow, okay, yeah, sure. You could never claim to be a fan of Moonfall, and I can. So
you're lucky me.
Who's really flexing there?
I don't think any of us are flexing.
But in terms, okay, so Spider-Man, Marvel, really important to me growing up. The other end of this is,
okay,
dude,
I'm disagreeing with you. Or am I?
Where are you?
No, I said am I?
Oh, is Batman from DC? If you were to ask me, like, what are the two comic book characters you'd read the most of growing up, for me, it would be Spider-Man and Batman. And I used to be one of those people that was like, I would never call Batman a superhero. Now, I mean, I still don't, but I'm not. It's not like a heavy argument for me. It just depends on the depiction of it. Like, I'm not gonna be like, he's the #1 detective in comic books or whatever. even though DC literally stands for Detective Comics and it has to do with Batman and his original run. Uh, but I have read so much of him, and my introduction to Batman, honestly, I'm not even sure, extends all the way back to like. You know what's funny is, as terrible as like Batman and Robin is, I think it might have been that, because I remember watching Batman and Robin at someone's house, like one of my family members' houses, and I was like, you're a kid, so it's appealing to you, and they came out with so many toys for that movie, like so many. I think it's why they wear so many suits in it. But I also, random aside, is I tried for my cheat meal last week, I tried the Little Caesars pepperoni calzone, the Batman March 4th, and it was Little Caesars pizza, pretty much.
I think you're biased on this.
I used to work there.
What?
And how could I be biased? I hate that place. Oh. They still, by the way, I checked, they still only they only pay their employees $8 an hour, so.
Sad.
I know. Did I ever tell you how I quit that job?
Yes, you did not.
Okay, so.
Sorry, I confused myself even.
Erwin and I, back in high school, originally, we had this friend named Evan, and he was my manager there at Little Caesars, and I was with our friend Steven, and I was like, hey, Steven, I gotta pick up my check, because they also didn't do direct deposit either. And I walked in, and this was kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision, because I was like, I knew I had work the next day, and I was like, I really don't want to go in tomorrow. And then I was like, what am I even missing if I quit, really? But Evan and I were friends, so he handed me my check, and I was like, hey, Evan, I quit. And he was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, no, I mean it. And I was like, I'm quitting. And then I don't think he told anybody, or he didn't take me seriously, because I got like 5 missed calls the next day from our other manager.
Nice.
And it was like a voicemail that was like, where are you? And I didn't ever answer it, because I quit that job, technically. And my number 13 is Batman Forever. And I know Batman and Robin is usually the one that's typically picked to be the one at the very bottom. But I think that there's actually some fun to be had with that movie. Is it horrendous? Yeah, of course. It's like up next on my list after this one. But Batman Forever is actually...
All right, guys. My next one is Justice League.
What, dude? Hang on.
No, you spoiled it.
All
right, guys. My number 1 Batman movie is...
Okay. But no, with Batman Forever, it was the first movie I ever saw on TV loving superheroes and superhero movies, and it occurred to me that I was not liking it. I was like, this is not good. And I don't know how old I was at the time, but
I was only 2 years old, and I can already comprehend cinema.
Where you don't understand. When I was born, I was like, oh my god, colors, color palette,
color palettes.
What is it? No, this movie though, I don't know. I love Jim Carrey, but I don't really think he's given the right things to do in this one. And Tommy Lee Jones is also kind of not very good in it. You know what's funny though is, you know how they're both insanely over the top in that movie?
Yes.
There's a story with Tommy Lee Jones where he walks up to Jim Carrey and he's like, I cannot sanction your buffoonery. He said that to Jim Carrey on the set of this. And Tommy Lee Jones seems like a really grumpy man. But I was like, have you seen your own performance in this movie? It's like insanely over the top.
Hey, don't talk to him about that stuff, man.
Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah.
You saw the Super Bowl commercial with him, right?
No. What was he? What commercial was it?
It had Rashida Jones.
I like Rashida Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
I like Tommy Lee Jones.
And, I forgot the last Jones, but there were 3 of them.
There's 3 Jones?
Yeah, and like the whole point of the commercial is that they're all driving cars and they're all like, our last name is Jones. And then one of the Jonas brothers shows up.
Oh, that's cool.
And then they're like, you're not a Jones, you're a Jonas. And he was like, we changed our name to Jones Brothers or something like that. And it ends, and Tommy Lee Jones looks like he's in a very bad mood.
Oh wait.
That
So
entire
what am I
commercial.
supposed to buy? Because I'm gonna buy it right now.
A car.
Oh, I don't know if I want to buy a car right now.
Yeah. No, I mean, like we were talking about, Zendaya. I gotta get that Squarespace ad.
Oh my
the,
gosh.
the internet.
Yes.
I'm gonna buy a website. And Doja Cat, I'll buy Taco Bell for you, I guess. They came out with a new Dorito taco though, which I actually kind of want to try. I mean, what's your what is it? Number 12. Yeah.
Justice League.
The which one?
The Joss Whedon one.
Okay.
Yes. Batman's in it. I love Superman, Aquaman, Flash, Wonder Woman, and Cyborg. Are you laughing? I haven't said anything. I love the
Go ahead, I'm
fact
sorry.
that this movie is everything but Batman. I'm glad I got to see Superman with his bright colors. I find Wonder Woman attractive and Aquaman attractive. Cyborg was right there.
Oh, in this one, yeah.
He was definitely sidelined. And Batman. And the Flash.
Batman's like the main character of this movie.
Yeah, that's what made it worse.
That's fair. Yeah. Oh, they didn't do shit with. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Finally, I get to talk. All right, so yeah, that's it.
Okay. My number 12 is Batman and Robin.
Oh wow, so predictable.
It's kind of like some of the same stuff Erwin said. I am agreeing with him.
Hey,
Is
you heard it here?
Yes.
Oh, you heard it here. I can't even talk today. I disagree with Daniel.
You were gonna try and say you heard it here first, folks.
Oh yeah, like the pig.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't think he says thank you at the end of that.
Oh, I know he doesn't. I said thank you.
I don't know. It's extremely campy, but I feel like it's supposed to be a throwback to the Adam West movies. I don't think it does it very well, and thankful that this movie came out because without it, we wouldn't have the Nolan movies. So I mean,
Gosh,
it is what it is, I suppose. Also, this one's fun. It's fun to watch with people, I think, because like the one-liners are super goofy, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's giving a really strange performance that I really enjoy. Erwin, what's your number 11?
Batman.
89 or 66?
Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, okay.
I love this movie. I found this movie, I don't know, it was nice to go back to a Batman movie where he's still trying to like learn to be Batman. I don't know, it's weird, but it's like one of those like beginning, like those you know how like usually in like those trilogy type of like superhero movies they always have like the first one where it's like their origin story type of thing.
Yeah,
Like in Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Might as well call it Batman Forever because of how long, or how I messed it up.
I'm gonna give you a restart.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Batman Mask of the Phantasm, more like Batman Forever because it took me forever. Shit. Okay.
To watch it?
Yes. Took me forever to watch it. Took me forever to say that fucking joke too. So.
Erwin's like, you told me you had a really funny joke. What was it?
Oh, yo.
Comes out with this.
Oh wow, okay. But I love Batman Mask of the Phantasm. I love the whole I guess like the fight between him and Joker as well. Which I loved where like they're like basically they look like like a Godzilla type of I'm trying to think of like Godzilla type of height in terms of like the city, like this miniature city that they were like surrounded by.
Oh yeah.
So I love that fight as well.
No, I remember reading that The Batman with Robert Pattinson is going to be kind of inspired by this because they want to go back to that like kind of not just that he doesn't really know what to do necessarily
Mm-hmm.
as Batman, but also that this is not a mentally stable character. Like I was saying at the beginning, like he has major issues that stem all the way from his parents dying, and I'm really intrigued to see another character piece by Matt Reeves to actually like examine his like internal psyche. I love the Nolan movies, and they do it to an extent, but a movie that's solely focused on that, I'm really excited for, because it looks really dark, and that's not like a new thing to add to Batman. So I think the other
Hey,
side of
what's
that
your
is like,
number
what do you
11?
do that adds that? And my number 11 is Joss Whedon's Justice League. Uh,
Wow. So you copied me.
Not really. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
we didn't tell each other our list beforehand. I we've talked about this episode. Like, we've talked about this movie before. I kind of gave it a pass when it came out, simply because the story behind this, which we'll get into whenever
No,
the
here's the
Snyder Cut is
story.
brought up.
The fact that you guys went to go see the Justice League movie, and you guys told me the wrong theater.
That was for this.
Yes, it was this one.
We did not tell you the wrong theater. You showed up at the wrong theater.
No, you guys didn't say anything. I thought you guys went to the Cinemark one, not AMC.
This can't be true. Do you remember the one time that we went to go see Ready Player One at like a discount theater, and you went to the Round Rock discount movie theater instead of the other one?
Oh yeah, that's true. I do remember that.
Yeah. But you're saying, oh, you know what? I think you might be not lying to me.
Yeah, because I remember it was with Jeremiah. Because remember we were gonna watch it because of Jeremiah, and I was like, oh
'Cause you hadn't
sweet,
seen it,
yeah.
yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it's a bet. And I think because I was like working at Freddy's, and like it was close by, and I thought it was right there.
Didn't you make it though?
Yeah,
I could have
mean,
sworn
I made it
remember-
to the showtime, not to the right theater.
This is
Because it was like
us
it
talking
was around
about-
the same time. That's what it was. Like the two showtimes
Oh,
for the
yeah,
AMC
yeah, yeah.
and Cinemark. I think they were like either the same time or just like very close by. And I thought you guys went to that one.
My one experience that I only remember with this is that Dakota fell asleep in the theater, and he like never does that.
You mean a whole steak?
Because
Oh no.
our friend Dakota fell asleep.
Oh okay.
Erwin, I have a question to ask you. So
I'm not gonna
you know
answer it.
how... Really, you're not?
Okay, I'll answer it.
Okay, well, DC came out a few years ago with a statement, a very controversial statement, that Batman and all their other superheroes do not eat out. What do you have to say about that?
What? What do you mean they don't eat out?
Like, eat out as in,
Like food?
like, no, the other thing. You never heard about that?
Dude, what do you...
There was legitimately there was this controversy a few years ago that somebody asked, like, jokingly, they were like, oh, does Batman eat out Catwoman or something? And they were like, no, superheroes don't do that.
What do you
And-
mean? Yes, they do.
Yeah, no, that's what everyone was making fun of. And then Zack Snyder, of all people, I'm pretty sure got a commission of this art that has Batman doing that to Catwoman. And, you know,
Why are you talking about that?
hero behavior. Because I want to. I'd rather talk about that than Justice League. So,
True.
like, it's fine. I still don't hate it the way
Oh, so
some
you
people do.
condone Joss Whedon's actions?
No. Joss Whedon, by the way, also apparently a terrible person. Putting that out there.
Hashtag
but,
not
like,
my director for Avengers.
one or two, I guess. Just start labeling that Zack Snyder made those instead. Erwin, what's your number 10?
Batman. Forever.
Okay, there we go.
No.
Wait, I'm sorry. Batman Forever you have above Mask of the Phantasm?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought this movie was okay. I love Tommy Lee Jones as an actor because he looks really old and he's played that role for so long.
Well, how do you think he gets his face to look that old, Erwin?
Makeup, man. He's looked the same for the past 20 years, man.
But your reasoning was, I love Tommy Lee Jones because he's old.
Because he looks old. He's not old, he just looks old. Robin's in this one. That's pretty cool. He's just not a bird, guys. I have always liked Jim Carrey. I like Jim Carrey's performance because it reminds me of The Mask.
Of the what?
The Mask.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
The Mask?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 90s era Jim Carrey, right? Like
Yeah.
when he was at his like peak of physical comedy, and you know.
No, I don't.
Like I know that my mom doesn't like him because, like, I mean, he has a specific style of comedy that I find very funny, but I can see like why that would bother someone, I guess. But that's with everything.
Yeah, but you know how your mom be.
Yeah.
She cares about you, man, and that shouldn't be that way.
What? You got anything else to say about Batman Forever?
Oh, it definitely lived up to its title. Because that movie's kind of long, I guess.
I have a question, though.
Okay.
Why do you have it above Mask of the Phantasm?
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about. It was on my list. That's how my list was.
Okay. Let's see.
What's
my number
10
is Batman.
Which one?
1966. Yeah, 1966. I wasn't trying to do your joke. I was legitimately trying to figure out what year that came out. It's funny. I don't know. Like, I saw this after... I knew what it was. I knew that this was the shark repellent movie that I kept hearing about that has, and it's really goofy, but it knows it's goofy, and it wants to be goofy.
Movie.
Thank you. And it's quite funny. And I think this is the one where Batman runs around a city with a bomb for like 5 minutes. Not Dark Knight Rises, that also happens, but...
A homage.
An homage to Batman 66. My whole life is an homage to Batman 66. It's just me running around the street. Trying not to blow up. What's your number 9?
Lego.
Hey.
Batman.
We have ours. We have that in the same place.
Oh, nice.
Like the same spot. Yeah. Lego.
I mean, I guess we both can talk about it since in the same spot. Mine's number 9 for Lego Batman.
Okay.
I love Legos. I love the fact that we got to see so many characters from like just the DC universe in just one movie, I guess. You know, even though they were just Legos.
Even though Lego can do that better than WB actually can themselves with their live action.
I disagree. Yeah. I trust WB. Just in case they want to sponsor us, we love Warner Brothers and Disney Studios and Marvel Studios. I don't know which one. Which is
on record. A few episodes ago, I said, Disney, if you want to pay us to review everything positively, you can do that. Or yeah, if you want to pay us to review everything positively, and you were like, I'm not gonna do that. So,
guys, on record, Daniel's dumb. Don't listen to him. Not Ramos, Chaparra.
But no, and with Lego Batman, the Lego movie is one of my favorite movies.
And those pronouns, sir. Take it back, man.
Lego movie.
Nah, that doesn't sound right.
Dude.
It's not dude, it's the.
Dude, Lego movie. That is no. That's one of like the funniest movies ever made, and I love it. And Lord and Miller, I wish some of their projects that they've gotten taken away from them, I will never understand. Like Han Solo and
oh yes,
that Men in Black Jump Street movie they were supposed to do. That I hope they could at some point. Yeah. Same goes for their. I don't know if Ghostbusters was them or not, but they had an idea with Ghostbusters, like with the typical people like Jonah Hill, Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen, but Paul Rudd is in one now. And Lego Batman I really really like. I know some people have this like hot take that it's the best Batman movie. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? But it gets the character right. That much is for sure. And I really like Michael Cera's Batman in it. It's just that like it kind of for me loses steam towards the end, and it's not even a very long movie. I just like think it kind of overstays its welcome a little bit. But there's not many movies about the Bat family, and if Robert Pattinson's, I don't think it looks like the type of franchise that's going to go that way, but in an interview he said that he would like to do Death in the Family, the one that like Under the Red Hood, that like that storyline, and I was like, that'd be interesting. Robin hasn't really been tackled in a long while, aside from the teases in like Suicide Squad or Batman v Superman. But yeah, no, I think that'd be interesting. What do you think?
I think that's my number 9.
The Lego Batman movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's it? You're not going to say anything else?
Well, we have it in the same spot. I'm not going to be like, no, that's so wrong.
That's so erotic. I don't know why I said that. Daniel, what's your number 8?
No, what's your number 8?
Oh, what's my number 8? What's your number 8?
Well, hang on. I want to circle back to what you just said. Well, the thing is, Batman doesn't have parents, right?
I guess. We have to see 13 freaking movies with Batman in it, and then just tell him like, hey, Batman's parents died, and that's why he wears a suit. It's like, okay.
This is who watches the Spider-Man movies or the Batman movies and is like, what they should do? Tell me how Uncle Ben died, and tell me how his parents died. I really need to see that. Actually, people think that about the Uncle Ben thing, which I don't get, but I'm just saying, do you think he has like this guy's getting around a lot, with like Catwoman.
I think they're like
and
STDs or something.
No.
Oh.
But also, if you're as sexually active as Bruce Wayne, Batman, get checked. Just for your own sake.
Yeah, if you're Bruce Wayne, not Batman.
And your partners. Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. Those are two different people. What's your number 8? You go before I do.
My number 8 is Batman, 1989.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I loved it. I think. I don't remember.
Dude.
I'm sorry. I think I love this movie because of a good friend named Darian.
Oh, okay. So this show, a few years ago, we
try to save as many people as we can, but that doesn't mean everybody. But the safest hands are still our own. No, bro, that's Civil War.
Civil War. Sorry.
So, guys, he's not a true Marvel fan. So any opinions he has over any Marvel movie or TV show is invalid.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, you should cancel him on Twitter. Haha.
What?
Sorry.
No.
I'm sorry, Daniel.
I've got school. No, so we had originally started this show a few years ago, but that's all gone. You can't find any of it anymore. And we used to do this thing. we
kept everything on a notebook, but nobody will find ever.
Yeah, we wrote our transcript, even though some of those were like 3 hours long. But we did this bracket thing of superhero movies, and our friend Darian really loves the 80s, and thinks that like Batman '89 and Mask of the Phantasm, like that is like peak Batman to our friend Darian. And in the brackets, what we would do is we'd have this argument essentially where we'd try and argue our case for a movie moving forward to win whatever it was. And at the time, it was superhero movies, and Batman '89 won that whole thing because of our friend Darian's argument, and our other person was like the moderator, the judge, Garrett, and I forgot who Darian was up against,
It was you.
but it was me?
Yeah, it was.
What was I voting for? Well, The Dark Knight. There's no way I wasn't.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. And then I was for Darian because I think I got mad at you for something because it was a movie over my movie
Oh
type
yeah.
of thing. And I was like, oh, no, now I'm mad at Daniel. Now I want Daniel to lose. I wanted to get mad about it. And here we are still talking about it.
I know. That's like whenever our friend Jack, whenever I accidentally cheated at Clue, will not let it go. Our Batman '89, you got
Yes.
much else to say?
I love the music.
Oh, by Prince.
Yeah. AKA really a prince.
I don't think that's true. I really like Batman '89. If you watch it kind of now, the sort of budget seams are there because, like, you know, Batman wears Jordans in it, and you can see them just painted black, which is kind of funny. And it interestingly at the time is the marketing I've heard about Batman, because, well, we were not alive in 1989. Was like all over the place. The Batman logo apparently was just everywhere. Like, this movie had insane marketing, like the kind of marketing that sort of makes you like. Have you ever seen a movie? Like, have you seen a movie lately?
I haven't seen any movies.
Okay. Have you seen a movie lately where the poster is just something sort of simple and everyone is freaking out about it? It's been a long time, I think, since like something like that has happened.
Deadpool.
You think?
Are you?
I'm trying to like. Well, no, I'm at like.
Are you attacking me right now?
Well, you know how the Jurassic Park poster has just the logo of like the park.
Oh,
right?
yes.
I like that, and then the Batman '89 poster is still just the Batman logo. And I'd heard it was everywhere, and then it's kind of funny watching it now.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently this was like peak dark cinema for superheroes, which is hilarious to think about because the movie's kind of goofy, and Joker dances to a Prince soundtrack, which I'm not saying is bad. It's just that's funny that put into perspective of
No,
like,
you
everything
hate
coming
Prince.
out now.
That's what I heard.
Hate Prince.
Yeah.
I love Prince.
All right, name every song. Go.
Every song.
Yeah.
Purple Rain.
The rain is a purple, Daniel. You know that, right?
The Batman soundtrack. What's your number 7?
Batman Returns. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, why?
Oh,
From where?
wait, what?
From where?
Oh, from the movie, the first one.
Okay.
Okay, I like the Penguin more than Catwoman. I find Penguin more attractive than Catwoman. Why are you laughing? Did you turn off your mic or something, or?
No, I'm listening to you.
Okay, cool. So, it's clear to me that they were trying to make Catwoman sexual, but it turns out it was more like the Penguin being more sexually driven than Catwoman.
I think this is more a testament to you. I feel like you had something weirdly formative going on whenever he bit off that guy's nose, and you were just like, you know what? That's what I want. That's what I need. That how you felt?
Batman Returns comes out 1992.
Is that true?
No, I don't think so. I don't know what year it came out. Oh, it is 1992.
You just guessed?
Yeah.
Well, you got lucky, pal.
No, me being lucky is me being with Danny DeVito.
You know what? We'd all like to.
True.
He's so short. My number 8 is Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Wow.
I legitimately actually took years to watch this because bringing up our friend Darian again one
Oh, is
time.
it Mask of the Phantasm or Batman Forever?
Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Okay.
What? uh, Darian had lent me a VHS tape of this, and I kept it for years, and I just never watched it. And Darian every once in a while would be like, "Hey, have you seen Mask of the Phantasm yet?" I'd be like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And every time Darian would bring it up, I would just say, "That's not a real movie. You made that up." And
That's not funny.
eventually, I gave it back, and I was like, "I'm sorry, it was a real movie. I finally saw it. It was really good." Uh,
I know. I
no,
already
it's
said
everything. It's everything that you said,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So-
I'm agreeing with
yeah,
you, and
so
you're
you don't
interrupting me while I'm
that. So
agreeing.
you don't
with
need to
you.
repeat
So,
what I just said.
oh, I'm gonna repeat what you just said. Thank you. It's really
Okay,
good.
now
and
you're repeating what I just said.
yeah, I think it leads into the animated series. I can't remember but Kevin Conroy as Batman is great.
I already said
and-
that
You did?
in my head.
Okay. I don't know your thoughts, man. What are you thinking right now? I wouldn't know.
How your ranking sucks.
Well, hasn't it been like the same for the most part?
No.
Okay. I didn't have Batman Forever that high, that's for sure. What's your number 6?
Let's see.
I don't sound like you guys sound like that.
It's from one of the Nolan trilogies.
There's only one Nolan trilogy.
Oh yeah. No, there's 3 of them. It's The Dark Knight.
Yeah, okay.
I love Joker in this movie. He's the main character, nobody else. I also like what's his name? Gordon. Are you still
fully
here?
Believe. I'm listening to
Oh,
you,
okay.
and I'm like, I've been trying to figure out the pattern with your stupid fucking list that you definitely didn't rank properly.
What do you
And-
mean, sir? This is my list.
Yeah, okay. My number 5.
Hey, I'm not finished.
Yes.
What's your number
I'm
6?
Sorry, my number 6 is. I'm not finished. Proceeds to ask me for my.
I'm so curious.
My number 6 is Batman Returns.
Wow.
And yeah,
So
yeah.
predictable.
How?
I already talked about this movie. Why are we talking about it?
Shut up. I
Clearly,
think it's
The
great.
Dark Knight.
I really like
No, listen.
Christopher Walken in it.
No, The Dark Knight's way better than Batman Returns, and so therefore I'm going to talk about The Dark Knight. Right. This is the best Batman movie because of Joker.
Erwin,
Okay.
why is it at number 6?
What do you mean?
Calls it the best Batman movie, and a Batman ranked list has it at number 6.
I love this movie. It's
I
probably one of my favorite movies.
I knew right beforehand. Whenever I asked you, Erwin, could you please do your ranking before we start? And I was like, you're gonna fucking do something.
I like to keep you on your toes, man.
I also love Danny DeVito, but Michelle Pfeiffer is, you know.
A cat?
Man, woman.
Cat? No, you said man. I heard you, man.
That's really Odd Parents, I think.
I love The Dark Knight.
What's your number 5?
Justice League. Joss Whedon. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, okay.
That'd be terrible. No, the Zack Snyder version. The Zack Snyder. So as you guys know, there were people advocating for this movie to be released. I was also one of them. I can finally admit on here that I was the Twitter handle Snyder Baby Spank Me back forward /69. And I just kept retweeting every single day, release the Snyder Cut. Every day.
You
and I
know,
finally got it. This movie was made for me. It's my movie, nobody else's.
Erwin, it says like, you know how they have special thanks for movies. You're in the credits, and it's like, thank you, Erwin Trejo, and whatever Twitter handle you just said.
Yeah, it's kind of long.
Yeah,
Don't worry, guys. I'll put it down in the comments below.
there are no comments below, Erwin.
Oh, okay. You guys can comment below.
My number 5 is Batman v Superman:
Oh
Dawn of
my
Justice, the Ultimate
god,
Edition,
bro.
because we're not talking about the theatrical cut, which was certainly something. And I actually remember, like the first conversation we ever had about that movie, because like we'd seen it, you'd seen it the day before I did, and then I saw it like that Saturday, and I remember like having to clarify. I was like, this movie's like, in terms of being a fan, like a 9, like the whole made for the fans thing,
Yeah.
like a.
I
But
do remember that.
legitimately, as a movie, I was like, it's like a 6. But
Yeah, it was so
it's weird.
average.
Yeah, so the Ultimate Edition I think is great, but it is very poorly edited theatrically. Like, do you remember the first half hour of that movie? It was just like this really rapid cutting, like all over the place.
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah,
I
because
just,
like
all I remember is was Superman not like being in it at all, type of thing. And at the very end, where you're trying to feel some sympathy towards him, but you really can't because he wasn't really in the movie, type of thing. So it's terrible.
it's a weird storyline to do for the second movie he's in, and like I think Ben Affleck's Batman is great in it. I unfortunately can't ever call him the best Batman or even say that he got to live to his full potential as that character. Same goes for Henry Cavill, unfortunately. They both just kind of like, I get their frustration with DC and WB and why they won't come back. It's just kind of sad that ended up happening the way it did. And I don't know, maybe they could swing something. Like Spider-Man looks the way it does. Doctor Strange looks the way it does. So you never know, I guess. Like I know that Ben Affleck's in The Flash, I think. But I doubt he's in it for very long. But no, it was weird because Batman v Superman, when it like the stuff with Superman in the Ultimate Edition, it's all the stuff that was cut out. Like the movie is 3 hours and 2 minutes, and someone's decision somewhere was to be like, hey, let's just cut out everything with Superman, who's like, in the title, co-lead. I think the fight is good. I don't think it's great though. I think you could have done so much more with that. And I showed that to a friend recently over the summer, and he was like, I hated the first half of that movie. And he said he liked the second half much more. And Wonder Woman's really great in it, I think. Like, she's sort of the fight with her, everything at the end with her in that, like, when the movie starts to finally kind of pick up is around that time. The Batman fight in that warehouse that's talked about all the time is, insanely good.
Dude, that's so
very cool.
Yeah, it's so good. I love saying certain scenes from like movies are like that's from a video game, but I mean in a good way.
Yeah. Oh, because it's very reflective of like the Arkham games.
Yes.
That's for sure. Oh yeah, no, because I remember you and I used to talk about this, and you used to always say that looks like it's from a video game, and it'd always be like that. People use that as an insult. Like, a common insult I hear a lot is like whenever CGI is not great, it'll be like that looks like it's from a PS3 game. And
I love my PS3 games.
they look good. Or whenever people complain about poor CGI, and it makes me feel like I have poor eyesight, because I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like whenever people talk about the third act of Black Panther, I'm like, what? I can't. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I think that looks good. Something like that Justice League with Joss Whedon though, I think it might have been because of how oversaturated and how like decolored a lot of it was originally supposed to be, that it does look kind of weirdly cheap. That one I like understand. What's your number 4?
Batman Begins.
Okay.
I love Scarecrow in this movie. Cillian Murphy. He's great. I love when Batman begins to become Batman. Begins.
Cool.
I feel like I'm a sucker for like origin stories though. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's cool to see them learn.
Yeah. So I don't know. When it comes to just like origin story base, just like from any character, I just love love those movies more. Just because you see, because they grow, like a lot just from the movie begins and like towards the end and everything. So. But
When the Batman movie begins.
oh yeah. Hey, that's my number 4.
Nice. My number 4 is Batman Begins.
Oh my god,
it's-
bro. Go ahead. Just repeat what I just said.
You wouldn't be making this joke if I would have gone first, and then you would have been, and then I would have been like, "Yeah, no, makes sense," and I would have been nice to you.
I don't remember, man.
No, it's great. I like Liam Neeson.
That's what I said.
A lot in it. That's not. You didn't fucking say that.
I said it in my head.
I can't read your thoughts, dude.
Oh, now it's a dude, huh? Okay.
What are you talking about? I mean, the Nolan
No,
trilogy
what do you mean?
is. If you would let me speak, Erwin.
Who are you? Who are you? Where did you do with my best friend Daniel?
You want to know, whenever I rehearse our intro, I always do your voice, and you want to know what it sounds like, Erwin?
Very high pitched, yes.
No, it's like this. I'm like, hello, I am Daniel Parra. Welcome to another episode of Somewhere Between a Film and TV podcast. And this is my host. Hi, I'm Erwin Trejo. And I'm doing exactly like that.
Who is that?
You.
You, soldier boy. I don't know.
Okay.
What's your number 3?
I like the recasting though. I mean I don't mind what's her name? She's in How I Met Your Mother, that one episode. She's the pumpkin. Katie Holmes?
Katie Holmes, yes.
Is that right? Yeah. I prefer Jake Gyllenhaal's not smelly sister over her. Honestly, I like
I was so
Maggie
confused
Gyllenhaal a lot more. She, I think, showers. I don't know. Somebody needs to ask her that. See if that runs in the family.
Bro, I'm pretty sure Jake Gyllenhaal takes showers. There ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I refuse to believe it. Call the ambulance, but not because it's a Michael Bay movie, because somebody passed because of how smelly.
Oh, was that
Jake
the joke?
Gyllenhaal was.
That you were gonna tell me?
Dude.
Oh, okay.
What was your joke, huh?
Hey, calm down, man. Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the knife.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's a meme. You know what memes are?
No.
Oh, so there's a frog, right? And he's on a unicycle.
Erwin, that's from like 2017.
I still don't know what that meme is.
I don't know what it means either. Don't ask me.
There's a frog. His name is Peppa, right? Not Papa.
No,
Peppa.
Pepe's different. That's a different thing.
Oh, I didn't know.
My number. I didn't even talk about Batman Begins. I love Cillian Murphy in it.
I said that. See, you're repeating what I just. What I didn't say.
Dude. Did it ever occur to you somebody might have the same thought that you have?
No. I'm very close-minded.
Okay. What's your number 3?
The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
This movie had no action. I love Bane and his voice. I love Tom Hardy. He's one of my favorite actors. What else happens in this movie? Nothing, because there's no action. There we go.
Okay.
Caught me off guard. You thought. The movie was pretty long. From what I remember. I still love this movie, though. A great way to end the Batman trilogy, I would say. Um, I love Michael Caine. He's always been a great Alfred to me.
Took care of you.
All right, what's your number 3?
Always been a great Alfred to you, Erwin.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh my god,
And,
bro.
dude.
All right, let me tell you something, okay?
Okay, what are you gonna tell me?
Where's Batman?
Weren't you the one campaigning for this? Weren't you like, oh my god, I was on Twitter and I was retweeting thousands of people's tweets.
Oh, so
and I'm
so it's
voting
clear
for the
to
Oscar
me.
fan
It's
favorite.
clear to me that you remember certain things, right? But whenever you and I have the same slot for the same movie in this ranking, you just completely copy me every single.
Your number 6 is The Dark Knight, and there's no fucking way you're not lying to me for you having that there.
I'm sitting down. Of course, I'm not lying.
You still have to make me angry.
I don't know what you're talking about. You seem pretty happy to me.
I'm
I'm pretty sure you have a smile on your face right now, huh?
I'm seething. I have a dartboard, and there's a picture of you on it. I hit a bullseye every time.
Why won't you get a picture of me? Now, why would it have to be a bullseye?
Dude.
See, smiling again. Who's angry now?
Oh, hang on. I'm gonna review. I'm gonna give my ranking the way that Erwin would with Zack Snyder's Justice League. This movie is pretty long. I think. Ben Affleck.
Wow.
I like Ben Affleck. The Flash was cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
dude. Wow, that's crazy. You and I we said the same thing. That's pretty good, man. Like, it's crazy
Good
because
movie.
no wonder we're best friends. Like, we think the same way. We say the same things. That's crazy.
We do not say the same things. What's your number? I didn't even. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this for real for a second.
Oh, I already said everything.
You-
And you said, and you already said everything as well.
I'm sorry.
But
I
so in
forgot.
a
Erwin's
sense-
the end all be all of talking about anything.
No, so if anything, you and I already talked about Zack Snyder's Justice League movie already. You know, I don't remember seeing any of your Twitter accounts proclaiming this movie.
Did you say Zack Snyder?
I said any of your Twitter accounts.
I have like one, and I run our podcast Twitter.
Yeah, and I didn't see any retweets for this movie.
We made it like a week ago.
We made the Zack Snyder Justice League movie a week ago.
We did make it, yeah.
We made it, boys.
Because when we're in a retirement home, we're always going to be saying, you know, Erwin, I remember the days. Do you remember how hard we campaigned? You're like, yeah.
I do remember.
But we're not talking about anything political. It's just like, yeah, we campaigned so hard for the Zack Snyder Justice League that didn't exist until they actually made it.
And then our grandsons are going to be like, shut up, grandpas.
You're in a home for a reason. That like weird myth was strange to me that apparently the Snyder Cut was some secret movie locked away somewhere like in a vault that would never see the light of day. Because like I don't know why people thought that and why they were like, haha, you know what we should do? We should keep it a secret and give them the bad one. No, this is really great though. It was in my top favorite movies of last year and not Erwin's.
Yeah, it was.
Because he forgot that it was a movie.
Dude, I love this movie.
Now I know.
Yeah.
But do you remember our conversation after that? You were like, oh, I forgot that came out that year.
I don't remember, man.
I do. What's your number 2?
Batman v Superman. The theatrical edition.
Okay, yeah.
Is there a problem?
I do have a problem.
Yo, don't calm down, man. You sound crazy right now.
No, yeah, sure I do.
Okay, so the theatrical version, right? Not the ultimate one. That's too long, right? The theatrical the theatrical version sums up everything in 2 hours, right? I get my favorite character, Batman, right? Because of course there's a Batman ranking list, and I get to see Batman more in this version than the Ultimate Edition. I love Ben Affleck. He's great. Great guy. Great dude. Always chooses...
Can you please say his name again?
Ben Affleck? Sorry. My Boston accent's coming out.
You call him Affleck every time.
Isn't it Affleck?
Affleck.
Oh. It is a flick, yes. But we're talking about Ben Affleck.
Okay. Yeah.
What else happens in this movie? I love this movie, guys.
Dude.
I love this movie so much. I don't remember anything that happens. I love Wonder Woman.
Every single thing you say.
I also like Jesse
why?
Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
I do too.
Okay, then why didn't you say anything beforehand? But the moment I bring it up, every time but the moment I
try and say anything, you're like, let me speak.
Okay, Malcolm X.
Every time I try and say anything, you're like, oh my God, I already said that. You know that not every single person is allowed to have an opinion, and you're not one of them.
Hey man, are you okay? So what I was saying, right? Because if you clearly like the character so much, you would have mentioned him the first time, right? But the moment I mentioned him, all of a sudden you want to interrupt me? Like, what is that, man?
All you do is interrupt me. My entire life has been you just interrupting me.
This is one of my favorite movies of all time.
We're talking about Batman v Superman?
The theatrical version, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Very short, condensed, straight to the point. I also love Superman.
You're like those people that get excited that Netflix added that 2x speed feature so they don't have to watch anything at normal speed.
I didn't know that existed.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
That's really stupid. It's on like mobile.
Oh, wow. That sounds annoying. I wouldn't want to do that.
No, I don't know why anyone would want to do that. Like, have you ever heard, I think we might have brought this up on here before, have you ever heard of people, like, skipping around in TV shows or movies just to watch the scenes with the actor they like?
Yes, dude, I'm just like, what?
Like, that's fucking insane. Like, why would you do that? Like, but that doesn't make any sense either. I'm like, do you not care about, like, what are you watching them for then? Like,
the characters, or like the actors, that's it.
But the actor plays a character, though.
Yeah.
Like, don't you want to watch what their character does in the context of, like, the show or the movie?
No. Now shut up while I watch my favorite scene with my favorite actor in 2x speed.
This would be like if I watched No Time to Die, but then I was like, ugh, where's Ana de Armas? And then I just skipped to that, and then I was like, okay, good 10-minute movie.
Hey, that Daniel Craig guy seems pretty cool. And what's your number 2?
I like his first name a lot. My number 2 is The Dark Knight Rises. This is a movie with lots of action, and I told Erwin I was going to bring this up, and brought this up beforehand, but I knew Erwin back in the olden days of 2012.
Bro, what are you talking about? Listen, you're doing it again.
Doing what?
You're saying everything that I've already said.
You're
predictable.
You didn't say any of this.
You're just like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Predictable.
Very predictable. After the 8th time watching it.
And Erwin was like, at the time, like, hey, I only like movies that have lots of action in them. And that's it. Like,
and then
you show me a movie.
And then Daniel was you should watch this movie called Requiem for a Dream.
I did not recommend that to you. You watched that on your own, and you were like, I want to be them.
What?
And
me watching Euphoria.
I gotta be Rue. And you were like, if you show me Lincoln, I will have a heart attack because of boredom, because nothing will happen.
LinkedIn.
Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about LinkedIn for?
No, not the career service.
I'm gonna have a heart attack. Better start my career now.
I'm going into cardiac arrest because I'm so bored. This I do quite love it as
Me too.
An ending. I love Christian Bale.
That's what I said.
In these, and
I love it.
I know you do.
And I'm disagreeing with you, man. You don't have to come at me like that.
So it's not okay for me to agree with the things you say, but whenever you do it with me, it's
I
fine.
I literally said that to you. I'm the one who said that first.
Just now.
And now you're over
Yeah,
here
okay.
repeating what I said earlier.
Maybe I changed my mind. Maybe I don't agree with a single thing you just said. Maybe
Oh,
I'm like,
really? Because I love The Dark Knight. Don't you love The Dark Knight?
it's one of my favorite movies, and it's at my number one spot because
Yo, now that's how you
I'm not fucking the list like you are.
Ew, that's gross. My number one movie is Batman 1966.
Can I ask you what your number two was?
Batman v Superman, the theatrical version.
So, did you hit like a randomizer button? What did you do?
I don't know how to do that.
You don't know how to do it.
um,
Give me a reason why it's so highly coveted on your list. Why is it so important to you, Erwin? Why is the Batman 1966 movie so pivotal in your life?
I'm scared of sharks. And this is the only Batman movie that showcases a shark and shows me how to not be afraid of sharks.
Oh, speaking of, I really like that game that I played at your apartment.
Jaws?
No.
Sorry, I'm thinking about sharks.
Gang Beast.
No, it's
yeah,
called it's called Gang Bros.
No, it's not.
Bang Bros.
No, that's
Yeah, that's what?
that's something else. They get up to some stuff on that. But not superheroes. Superheroes don't do that. Why is it your number one aside from the sharks? Is that it? Do you not like?
I love Robin. I love Batgirl, Penguin, Joker, Riddler, Two-Face. I love how cartoonish it is, even though it's live action. I think it stays true to what Batman is as the character compared to the other movies.
Which is what?
Very serious and brutal. Why are you laughing?
Okay. I like how every single time Robin is even like in one of these movies, you mention Robin being in them.
And he's not a bird, guys.
That too. My number one, I've said it already, and if I say it again, Erwin's gonna do some shit, so I'm not going to. No, this movie is incredibly formative to my life. I actually called
Wait,
it
what movie?
Erwin, The Dark Knight.
Oh, that's surprising. I didn't know that.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Why? I feel some.
On this
I feel like you're throwing me some shade right now.
Hostile, I'll show you Hostile.
That's not what I said at all.
That's from this movie.
From what movie?
The Dark Knight.
Wait, why? You've seen it?
Yeah,
Oh.
a whole lot. I think this might be the movie I've seen the most times in my life.
Dang.
Why? And what do you mean why?
No, I love this movie.
How many times have you seen Jurassic Park?
I don't know, probably like once.
Why? Why even watch it at all?
Why?
Why
watch movies?
Interesting story behind this one though is that the first weekend it had come out, I was at this like huge IMAX theater and the projector had gone out, and I remember everyone being very angry, but there were a couple people that I was what 8-9 years old at the time that this came out.
You were 9.
I was 9. Yeah, I was 9.
Yeah.
2008.
Yeah, I know. I was right.
And I was, not in a good mood because,
Why?
wanted
You
to
saw The
see
Dark
Batman,
Knight?
and I
Yeah.
couldn't because the projector went out. And the first, 5 minutes had played. And unfortunately, you could hear the sound, but you couldn't see what was going on with the projector. It was really fuzzy. And they'd given us, a year's worth of IMAX tickets for that incident because everyone was so angry. And this, while I was playing, this, crane machine trying to get a Batman thing. I couldn't because I fucking sucked at it because I was
No,
just
not
not good.
surprised.
But somebody else, I don't know who they were, but they got it for me and they gave it to me, and no way in hell they'd ever be listening to this. But thank you.
Yeah, thanks guys. You shaped Daniel's
that.
future.
Yeah, and did get to see this like the next day and blew my mind. Like, still, there are certain movies that I would say, like you'll hear me mention, oh, I find this franchise important to me. Oh, I find these movies important to me. This is one of them. Like if we ever ended up talking about like, we've mentioned, I don't know, I guess Iron Man for example, or like Pirates of the Caribbean or Harry Potter, all of those growing up, and this was up there completely. I love Heath Ledger's Joker. I think that he's still maybe the best villain ever. I'm not sure. I like would argue about that with myself over and over if I ever actually try to do that. The action is phenomenal. Christopher Nolan is top tier director, favorite of mine. And yeah, that's our list. Are you excited for The Batman, Erwin?
I am.
Considering the way your list is going, it sounds like if you love it and it's your favorite Batman movie, it'll be number 8 on your list. So,
Probably like 10, dude, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, it's not as good as The Dark Knight. So, I love The Dark Knight.
I'm really excited to see Robert Pattinson as Batman. I saw.
Especially for someone who's so young, or like it seems like they're going to that young approach as like a young Batman. So that's exciting.
Yeah. I bet you're thinking after Robert Pattinson's iteration, they should get Tommy Lee Jones to be the next Batman, considering how young he looks.
He looks so old, man. I love him.
Enough of these young guys.
I want them old and brute.
And grumpy. So, we have up next for you guys a review of Demon Slayer Season 2. Finally getting to talk about that. It just ended the other day, and I believe we're both caught up.
Don't worry, I used the 4 times speed.
You just said you didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was like, why would you... Even then, it's just like, why would I do that?
Yeah, no, like, I don't know. Oh, you only like the scenes with, I don't know, Uzui? Just skip to those.
Wait, who?
Uzui.
Uzui.
Anyway.
Oh.
Thank you.
I've never seen this show. No.
Tanjiro.
Tanjiro. Nezuko?
See, somebody
who
wouldn't have seen this show.
Aang, the Last Airbender? Yeah, I know.
They're like some of our friends that still think anime is like whatever, I guess. I'd be like, I only know Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for listening. If you could, follow us and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That actually helps us out a lot, and it like boosts viewership. So
we don't need viewership. And
all platforms that podcasts are found. Erwin, where can they find you?
At Erwin.Trejo on Instagram and Erwin_Trejo on Twitter.
And you can find me at Para32Para on Instagram and at Para323Para on Twitter. And we have an official page for the show at Film Between. So let us know what you guys think. And hey, engage with us.
No, I don't want to get married.
We'd love to talk to you. Erwin's going to keep saying that, I think. See you next time.